Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new here, my name is Michael. I'm the developer behind Oka Software. We make game assets for Unity. If you enjoy this content, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Hey guys, so today I'm going to showcase the eye shader that I created for Unity URP. This is made with shader graphs, so it's really easy to change and modify and extend. And we've included here a bunch of different sort of configurations and parameters that you can use to customize the eye shader to kind of meet your needs. We've also included this mesh that kind of, it's actually modeled based on real eye shape, so it's not just a sphere. And we've included a couple of different demo eyes to showcase, what the eyes could look like. So we have a green eye, a blue eye, and a brown eye here. And you can see they're all pretty similar, but there are quite a few changes that you can do to kind of customize the eye to your liking. And we've modeled a lot of these eye characteristics based on real physical eye characteristics, while also making them kind of lean a little bit further towards a stylized end, so that they fit better for slightly more stylized games that a lot of you guys are making. So just looking on the right side of the screen here, we have a ton of different parameters. I think 19 different parameters that let you customize the eye as you'd like. Mostly they're grouped into the pupil, the iris, and the sort of lighting characteristics. So we'll just start with the pupil, go to the iris, and then go to the lighting characteristics to kind of showcase the different features that we have here. So the first thing that you can see is you can customize the pupil size, the pupil color. So you can customize the inner color as well as the outer color. And you can also customize sort of the blending factor between the inner and outer colors. You can also customize the scale of the noise texture that we're displaying on the iris, the pupil itself. So if you want something a little bit more, subtle, you can go for a lower scale, or if you want something more detailed, you can go for a very high scale there. You can see it does tile. That's because of the texture 2D that we're using, but you can use, whatever texture you want in this asset. You can also change the intensity of the noise if you want to have really strong noise or no noise at all. And that's kind of looking at the pupil. Now look at the iris. So the iris is this space outside of the pupil. So make this a little bit smaller, maybe make it a little bit darker. Very cool. And then we'll look at the iris. So for the iris, you can also customize the size, as you see here, the color as well. You can, make it whatever color you want. If you want it to be green or blue or brown, whatever, you can pick anything. And you can also customize the blending factor between the inner and outer color as well here. And you can also control the noise scale if you want something very detailed or not very detailed. You can also control the noise intensity. You can also control the sort of color of the whites of the eyes. So I recommend keeping it to this default color, which is what we found was, physically based on scientific papers that we read through. But you can customize it however you want. If you want to have like a really weird black eye like this, and we'll just take down the reflection intensity here so that you can see that more clearly. But you can see that there is a reflection here, which is quite nice. So we'll just bring this back. And now we'll look at some of the lighting. So you can customize the main light intensity. So that's this white circle area over here. You can customize the fixed lighting intensity. So the fixed lighting, basically you have two components. You have main lighting and fixed lighting. The main lighting will move as you rotate and move the directional light. So you can see that like that. Whereas the fixed lighting, you can sort of lock that in place to give you a stylized look that you're going for. So here you can see you can rotate around the fixed lighting and you can offset it in or out of the iris. And obviously because this is, a shader, you can change all of this during runtime if you'd like. So if you wanted to have this kind of shoot out during a cutscene or something like that, that's something that you could definitely do. You can also customize the size. So if you want it to be quite small, and sort of just like a little fleck like that, you can do that, or you can have it really big. And then you can also customize the reflection intensity, so that captures the skybox and sort of maps it back onto the eye using a reflection probe. So those are the main features of the eye shader, and as you can see, it's really super customizable. You can use it for a lot of different eye types and shapes and colors, and it gives you a lot of control, especially for these stylized, highly controlled environments that you would want, a procedural eye for. All right, I'll include a link for this asset in the description below, and thanks for watching.